Hey, how y'all doing on today? I'm tickling myself. I don't know the date. Um, Today is Monday. I don't know the date. I told you I'm outside of time, so time don't even exist. I look at it just to go about my day, but time don't exist. Not with me. So I'm just saying, hey, God did break down all of what was behind why I was responding like I was responding. And God just said in so many words, he would not be mocked. Like at this point right here, he just would not be mocked. You got these people, and I'm gonna start out by saying it's different types of prophets. When you look in the Bible, you got the weeping prophet. I think that was Jeremiah. You had Isaiah. You had you had all these different prophets. You had Elijah, which was like a warrior type prophet. Like you had all these different prophets with all these different personalities. So that's what he got in the mix. He got people that on all kind of assignments. I deal with warnings. So that's my assignment. Now, it's other people, they might deal with words of encouragement. Every time, they're going to lift up your spirit. But me, I'm the type of person, I'm just here to kind of, I'm trying to find the word. If whatever I speak, it's going to convict you. You're going to be convicted. Like, you just going to be convicted. It's just going to eat you up on the inside if you're doing something wrong or something like that. Like, I send words like of conviction to people. And warnings to people. So that's my assignment through the mix, because God is good. He's going to give me good messages, which I do be excited about. But my assignment is 95 of what I'm going to speak is going to be warnings. And he specifically told me the percentage. He said 5% of what you deliver is going to be encouraging words and blessings overflowing and my voice and stuff like that. So, I was just like, cause God, he showed me, like, I be in the spiritual realm and I see stuff dealing with people, and I'm always intercessing. Okay, I see this attack, I see that attack. God got me 10 steps ahead of even Satan. So with him have me ahead of Satan, I can already be, everything already be in motion before Satan even do something. So this time he was showing me all this stuff, Saturday Sabbath, boop, 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 boop. All this stuff was going on, vision after vision, flash after flash, person after person. But when I seen this one incident, I'm like, when I seen this one incident, I was watching my perfect self in the vision. And I'm watching myself, and I was going through my same routine. But when I seen this one incident, it just sent me over the top. Like, I was just over the top at this point. And it just evoked this fear in me. And I'm not this fear, this anger in me. This righteous anger just came up on me at this point. And it got to the point where spiritually, even though God showed me all this right here just really just was irking my nerve. Like, it really was irking my nerves. and that's why I was just speaking the way I was speaking. And everything coming out my mouth gonna happen. So if I'm mad and I just start telling you all kind of, you is not gonna want to be, because it's not even me talking at this point. And everything I say is gonna happen. So if you make me real mad and I just start talking, I just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start prophetically speaking, and all kind of stuff gonna start happening. So that's why I don't like talk out of anger. So I had to just really watch what I say and bite my tongue. But spiritually, it just sent me over the top to see this. Like, it just sent me over the top at this point. And God just said, I'm a reflection of him. So he said his tolerance is getting low for this. So he said, that's the reason why you responded like that. He said, I keep showing you, you keep doing your part, you keep intercessing, you keep praying. He said, but now, he said, even my tolerance is getting low for this. His tolerance is getting low for it. So that's why my tolerance is low for it. That's why I'm like, okay, keep playing. Keep mocking all of what's going on to you people out here. Just keep on with the mockery, because God, he's like, you're going to see. Like, you're going to see, you're going to be crying out, and it's going to be set in stone, his judgment on the situation. My daddy, he used to tell me that God would tell him who would live or die even before he prayed for him. God would already tell him. And now I'm kind of experiencing it, because sometimes God will even tell me, don't even pray for them. Pray for their family. So that means God has already made his judgment against these people or against this person, and death has already been called on that person, and my prayer can't do nothing dealing with this person at this point. So God, he'll tell me to start praying for the family, because they the one finna be dealing with the grieving and the mourning process behind this. So God has even kind of me. And my dad used to be like, he's going to the hospital. My dad like, even before I get there, God tell me if they gonna live or die. He said, I go through the motion, but he already telling me if my prayer gonna work or not. He already telling me, okay, your prayer is gonna change this situation, and it's not gonna change the situation. But even with me, and just me on my journey and where he taking me and how I'm growing and developing with him on a spiritual level, it's people I be like trying to send prayers up. He like, don't even pray for them. Pray for their family. And I know what that means. That means that he already played judgment. Whatever Pope be going on, it's going to go on. Your prayer cannot do nothing to change this situation. It's set in stone. Prayer can change situations. But once it's set in stone, your prayer can't do nothing to change that situation. It can't do nothing to change that situation. Whatever he has spoken, it got to happen. Your prayer cannot go up against his word, which he has already spoken, which is already locked. Now, prayer can change certain situations. So the variables of those type situations that require like variables, then yeah, you want to pray because you want your prayer to have an effect. But some prayers, it just set, and it's nothing you can really do. It's nothing that gonna change God's mind at that point. Like he just like, this is it. He be telling me pray for the family. I'm like, okay, let me pray for the family. Because I already know it's locked. It's nothing I can say that's gonna make him have a change of heart at this point. But God got so much patience. So if it get to the point where it's locked, if God is so gracious, God got so much patience and mercy. And he gets to the point where he just lock the situation, and just like, this lock is nothing that nobody can pray over this situation to change the outcome. Then that's just the level that he on. His tolerance, he just done locked it in at this point. Just like, I'm done with it. Now God, he merciful, he gracious, but shoot, my reaction behind what he had been showing me all Saturday, especially with this one situation, like over and over and over, like it's like a repeat. It's like my time was low, and God said, your time is low because my time is low with this same situation. I'm showing you because I'm showing you the situation. You know, you going through, you doing your whole regular routine. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me pray over there. But shoot, he like, this little cycle of what's going on. He said, this cycle ain't finna keep going on like it's going on. Like, it's just not finna it ain't finna keep doing this. He said, I'm finna get ready to do something about this because I'm getting tired of watching the cycle of this circle of whatever going on over and over and over and over and over, and a repeat of what's going on. God would not be mocked. God would not be mocked. And then when people, when they are like reaping what they sow, I get out the way because I don't want none of that. I don't want none of what's going on with that, because I don't want that to jump on me. Like, I don't want your karma. I done jumped in the middle of what God doing with you and him discipline you. And now I got to suffer behind it. So when I see that the situation, the root cause of what you got going on is because you reaping what you sow, I don't get in the way of what God got going on and how he choose to discipline you. Like, I'm not jumping in it. Like, they're not my battle to fight. Now, you do have struggles, and, you know, I will pray for people, and, you know, I keep people in their prayers, and you know, you going through something as far as, like, just anything, everything going on, yeah, I send prayers up on your behalf. But once I find out the root cause of what you got going on is a bad seed you sown, and now you just reaping the bad fruit from that seed, I back off and let God deal with you at that point. Because, see, you being disciplined, and I'm not finna jump in the way of what God trying to do with you, because at that point, God gonna discipline me for jumping in it. And I ain't finna jump in it because I don't got time to deal with it. I got too much other stuff going on to be trying to jump in your mess, and you dragging everybody around in it. Like, you already know what's going on. You already know you done planted these bad seeds and got bad fruit, and you don't really care at this point. You so selfish to the point where you will drag anybody in it. And if you ain't got discernment, these other people finna be suffering for jumping in your mess. So when God deal with people to the point where he disciplining them, I back off. I do not involve myself when God is at a point where he's disciplining a person. When God is doing his, what they call it, I'm trying to find a word for it. I ain't gonna find a word. My mind ain't there. So I ain't even finna try. But when God is disciplining a person and they just going through stuff, because God is like disciplining them in this whole process, I don't involve myself with it, because that ain't my place. Like, it just ain't my place at this point. But God do tell me who. Okay, you pray for that person. Okay, help this person. Okay, and I do that. But these other people who feel like, like I said, do not my God, who know better and do better and still just feel like, okay, and then you want to find Christian people and drag them in your mess and just all this chaos behind you that you creating for yourself. I'm not jumping in it. Like, I am not jumping in it. Now, if somebody needs some prayer and stuff like that, yeah, I'm compassionate for them people. But these other group of people, don't drag me in your mess. You coming and you coming at me, and God reveals some stuff dealing with me, and you didn't approach me, and my discernment kick in on what's really going on as opposed to what you telling me. I'm going off. You gonna hate you even approach me, cause I'm going off. I'm be talking about all kind of stuff. And I hope I don't speak nothing into the situation or what's going on. I hope God don't speak through me and I just start saying all other kind of stuff. Like, don't come this way with it. That's why I said don't drag me in your mess. Because, see, some of these people so selfish, they don't care who they bring down. They'll bring anybody around down. And if you ain't got discernment and you driven by your emotions and you see what's going on, you just like, oh, you're going to be pulled up into some mess and you're going to be cursed also in this process. So when God deals with certain people, you got to back up off that. When God disciplines a person, when God chastise, that's the word. God just told me, chastise. When God is chastising these people out here, get out his way. Get out God's way. Because you got to realize one thing, the word cannot go void. So whatever God speak got to happen. So it's like God shall not be mocked. And you out here playing, just playing with everybody, just playing like you ain't got nothing better to do with your time, just playing out here. Like, I ain't got time. I got too much other stuff going on, be sitting around playing. Because I ain't even finna be playing anyway, because I feel like it's a waste of my time, and I ain't finna be wasting my time. I'm just going to nip it in the bud right then and there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go back and forth. Like, I'm not finna do all that. Yeah. I'm not even finna go through that. Like, all these little games people play. I ain't finna do none of that. It's going to be solved, though. God going to step in and solve it for me, and I ain't going to have to deal with that. There's going to be an issue I ain't going to have to deal with. So that's why I said just stay out my way, because when God got his prophets out here, and we got to do what we got to do, and we got to deal with trying to get these words out and do this other little stuff, because we don't want that blood on our hands, and we don't want to carry the weight of other people on our back, because we got to get ourselves together so we can be where we need to go. Yeah, this ain't what you want right now. This ain't what you want. Now, to people who, God, who genuinely, okay, pray for me, okay, that, okay, cool. I chop it up all day, every day. But these other people, don't drag me in your mess. Do not drag me in your mess. So God, he broke down all of what was going on. And God, his what you call it? I'm going to say tolerance, because I ain't got the vocabulary. I told you, English is foreign to me. English is foreign to me. Now, I dreamed I could speak Hebrew, and I woke up and I even knew the translation to what I was saying in Hebrew when I was speaking in the vision. So Hebrew may come natural to me, because even when I woke up, I knew the words, I knew the meaning, I knew everything dealing with Hebrew. But this English, this not my tongue. This is not my native tongue. So God tolerance getting low for a lot of this BS that been going on. A lot of stuff he been allowing to go on and go on and go on. He finna nip it in the bud. Like, he finna just cut it short. Like, he is finna be cutthroat with a whole bunch of stuff. You're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff going on. And a lot of people might not even figure out and know the reason and why behind why this happened, why that happened, why this person going through this, why that person going. Like, you ain't gonna even know the root cause of it. But just know when you plant bad seeds, you're gonna get bad fruit. When you plant bad seeds, you're going to get bad fruit. And everybody going to be walking around looking confused behind, well, why is this going on with this person? Why is that going on with that person? But maybe it was some bad seeds or something that this person planted, and it's just producing fruit now. So now this person is just going through the fruit of what they tried to plan for other people, and it just hit them back like a boomerang. Cause I told you, like I said, if you don't wish nothing bad on me, then can't no bad come to you. Cause my prayer is not really even like a evil type prayer. It's just like, God, if anybody got any kind of hate toward me, just send all them a text and all that hate back at them like a boomerang. So if you ain't got nothing toward me, then ain't nothing coming back towards you. But if you thinking that you finna come in my life already with all I got on my plate right now, with everything I got to deal with Satan and all his testing and all this other stuff I got going on in my life, all the struggles I'm already going through, you think you finna make my life harder? God, send all those attacks back at them like a boomerang. So that just be my prayer. Like, that's just my prayer. Now other people might have different types of prayer. And they might be like, oh, God, change they heart, this and that. Like, that don't be my prayer. It don't even be in my spirit to even pray like that. Like, I look at other people that do pray like that, and I actually be like, ooh. I be in awe. Like, ooh, wow. But that ain't what's on me. And that's not what's in me. And my type of prayer be like sitting back at them. Now, it might be dealing with the warnings, because I deal with warnings. Maybe I'm a warrior type prophet. Maybe that's what I am. I'm just one of these aggressive warrior type prophets. And it just get out of my way. But I don't know. But my prayer be like sending a test back at them. Because for one, I got the same anger that God got toward witchcraft. So when you do stuff and you illegally access the spiritual realm, especially to cause harm to other people, it just do something to me on the inside. It just do something to me it just have me boiling over on the inside when people maliciously do stuff like that, especially with the life we already got to live and the struggles we already dealing with. And you trying to make my life harder than what it needs to be? Oh, God, not on my watch. So that's the reason why my prayer be like that to you people. But I'm not vindictive. I'm not the type person, like people. I just say you reap what you sow. I'm not speaking death on nobody when I say you reap what you sow. But if you sow death on other people, you reaping. You done spoke your own seed on yourself at this point. You doing it, not me. The Bible say you reap what you sow. So you sow death on other people. You wish bad for other people. And then I'm just verbally telling you that if you wish bad on other people, it come back on you like a boomerang. Because it do come back on you like a boomerang. I'm not wishing that on you, though. You wish that on yourself when you went out and these other people and you just felt like you were going to cause havoc and harm for everybody else around. And you just going to make everybody's life miserable. And in the process, you're going to be dealing with whatever you're dealing with 10 times. Like, it's just going to come at you 10 times of what you wanted for them. It's just a cycle that you creating for yourself. And it's just you doing all this to yourself. Especially when you coming up against me, because I don't do nothing but mind my business, do what God tell me to do, and just stay in my line, and stay in my zone, and stay in my box, and stay in my bubble. So if you got some hate for me for doing all that, God, if anybody come for me, especially with what all I got to go on through this walk of life, then send those attacks right back at them. Send all those attacks back at them if anybody come for me with any hate and wish it bad on me with all I got to go, with what all I got going on right now. Send all of it back at them. Let them deal with it. Because for one, I hate people that tap into that illegally access the spiritual realm. And God, you said you hate it too. So if you got this hate for witchcraft and this hate that you got is also in me, send all that back at them. Let them deal with it. Maybe they'll convert over and maybe they'll be, saved in this process when they have to deal with their own demons instead of trying to put their demons on other people. Maybe that'll be a way of converting them. So let them deal with all the chaos that they create for other people. Let them deal with it. And maybe they'll run back to God and get saved in this process. But see, don't come this way with it. So God, he gave me a breakdown. And God ain't too happy. God ain't too happy with none of it. I don't know if I can even speak on it. Like I said, this social media, it's a lot of stuff God showed me. I don't even think I can go public about it because, just because of what's all I'm seeing and just the guidelines. And I might not be able to speak all that or what's going on, but he did come to me and he clarified. He actually came to me and he clarified the reason why, And he said everything you just, whatever you spoke, that's what it is. Whatever you spoke, that's what it's going to be. He said, I'm sending out a warning. Because I don't want this to be the end result. So I'm sending a warning now so people can change to get right. He said, but if people don't want to change and get right, this is going to be the outcome of what's going on in their situation. If they don't want to change to get right, this is going to be the outcome. The same way I feel agitated, I'm looking at the same thing. I'm like, okay. And I'm going through the same routine in my vision. But this time when I saw the same thing and I'm watching my perfect self go through the same routine, I'm mad. Because there's other stuff I could be focusing on, and other stuff I could be praying on, and other stuff I could be dealing with if these people ain't just sitting here targeting people and just wishing for everybody downfall and wishing bad on other people. Like, it's just too much other stuff going on with me. So it just had me on edge. For people that really don't understand what's going on, it just had me on edge. Like I said, I'm at peace. I'm at peace about it. God said God gonna warn you anyway. Because God not going to never just do something and you ain't never been warned. So whatever going on, these people, it's people with an S on it. Can people have an S on it? Peoples. It's plural. It's more than one. You been warned. God ain't going to just do stuff and you ain't been warned. So whoever the messages need to be sent out to, all y'all have been warned. This is a final warning. This is a final, that last video is a final warning. God tolerance, he ain't finna put up with it for too much longer. Like, he ain't finna deal with this back and forth, okay, this cycle of whatever going on, all this, like, he ain't finna do it. God finna strike it down. Because it's bothering my spirit to even have to deal and watch this. Like, it's aggravating me to waste my time watching this. Like, this is a waste of my time. So now I'm agitated. Now I'm like, God, what is going on? Will you just strike this down? Like, what am I, like, it's still going on? Like, all of this. Don't nobody want to change. Don't nobody want to repent. It's the same thing going on over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Like, spiritually, it's getting on my nerves. Because I don't want to jump in and see that, and I could be seeing something dealing with me. I could be seeing something dealing with my kids. I could be seeing, you know, all this other stuff going on. But I'm sitting here watching this again. God, like, for real. Like, I'm sitting here and you got me and this still going on. Okay, to you people. God tolerance is low. Mine is too. That's all I got to say. God tolerance is low and mine is too. And again, God said, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. Yeah, people take that and people use it how they want to. But see, I've been appointed by God, so this is something you don't want to come up against. Like, you just don't want to come up against it. And it is a warning. Like, I do try to keep my peace. But I do have to send out a warning because it's just going to be bad. The outcome just going to be bad. Like, it's just going to be bad. Just stay away from this. And let me do what I do and let me move how God tell me to move out here. Because if you get in the way of what God got going on, that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to get in the middle of it. You ain't don't get in the middle of what God got going on, especially with his prophets, especially with them. If you don't understand, go read the Bible. If you will understand at that point, okay, God don't play about his prophets, but just back up. And I'm trying to be as calm as possible about it. Just back up. Because I already know what comes behind it. And I already know how God operate, God move, and I already know my spiritual power. All I got to do is speak it. All I got to do is speak. Everything gonna happen. And I ain't trying to do all that. So just let me be in my peace. Let me be in my bubble. God just showed me some stuff going on. So he showed me some stuff. He's showing me all these people that's creating all this havoc for all these other people. He's coming in and he's finna to just strike it down. Because he getting tired of it. The same way I felt looking at it is the same way he feels showing me. He tired of it. And this plural. This just a lot of people just creating a lot of havoc and just making a lot of people lives miserable. And God said no. He's not finna allow this to go on no more. He's not even finna allow the mess, the BS, none of this to go on no more. God will not be mocked. Do not come crying out to me. Do not be trying to run out. And when I say me, I mean just Christian people in general. People, after you done did all of what you've been doing, then you want to do what now? You want me to do what? Go talk to Jesus. Go talk to Jesus. Maybe you will get saved behind the bad seeds you sown. Maybe you really want to change. But don't come to me, go to Jesus with that. Because I don't get in the middle of God mess. I don't get in the middle of that. So that's why I said go to Jesus. Like, I'm really saying that in a serious way. Like, go to him. Like, he died for all of it. But see, if you wreaking havoc, is you really going to run to him? You'll run to me before you run to him. So I'm really guiding you the right way. I'm telling you to go to Jesus with your problems, because that's what you're supposed to do anyway. Go to Jesus with your problems. Not pull any and everybody around down in your mess and make everybody around you suffer because they didn't jump in some stuff they shouldn't never even jump in. Go to Jesus with your problems. If you want to really be healed, if you really want to be delivered, if you really want God to come and save what you got going on, then you supposed to cry out to Jesus and cry out to God for that. You ain't supposed to be looking for man for that. So yeah, that's what it is. Jesus is the problem solver. If I got a problem, I'm calling on Jesus. If I'm in some mess, I'm calling on Jesus. My daughter said Jesus show up on special occasions. So Jesus will come to me on special occasions. He will come to me on special occasions. So, you read your Bible, you'll see what he died for and what all that meant when he died on the cross. Like, for real. Like, he died, he took on the sins of everybody when he went on the cross. He took on everybody's mess, everybody's sin, everybody, all that. He took on it. So when I speak and say that, he really did do that. It's in the Bible. If you read and you understand what all really was tied to him dying on the cross and what all was attached to that and what all he died for, it's kind of deep what all was involved in all that. So if you got problems and stuff like that, call on Jesus. I'm going to stress that too. Call on Jesus. Call on God. Don't look for man to try to get you out your situation. Don't be trying to find somebody who good and got a pure heart and then you just drag them in your mess. Good people ain't got time to be dealing with this. With your mess that you done created and you done started and you done put us. Like, no. I'm tired of people taking my kindness for weakness out here. Like, no. Woo! It's a pack of wolves out here. It's a pack of wolves. They be preying on something like me. Y'all just don't understand. Y'all just don't understand what I be going through just from being a good person. Just what I go through all the time just from being a good person. You just don't understand. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So y'all enjoy that y'all day. Y'all be safe. But God did tell me, and he explained to me why he's so angry about like all of what I was seeing and stuff. Like, it had him mad because I was mad. I was in the dream mad watching it. So I know he was in the dream mad showing me. He's showing me this. He mad. I'm looking at it. I'm mad. He even explained everything why, but I don't think I could break this down for y'all. Like, I don't think right now it's a time for me to just go through and explain the anger that God got. And I might be able to do this in another video. And he even told me why, the reason why he's so mad about this. Like, he even broke down and even explained to me why. So he said, Shannon, the way you feel is justified. People can feel how they want to feel. They can take what you say however they want to take it. He said, at this point, like, you're a reflection of me. So if they got a problem with you, they got a problem with me. And they don't want to deal with me. I'm a problem they don't want. So he said, you just do what you do. And you just do what I tell you to do. You say what I tell you to say. And if anybody got a problem with anything you got going on, that means that they got a problem with me and what I got going on. And he said, you don't want to deal with him. You don't want to come up against him. So leave his prophets alone. Leave his prophets alone. And I ain't talking about the fake prophets. I'm talking about the real ones. I ain't talking about the ones that went to school and got a little certificate. I'm talking about the ones God handpicked that said, hey, you gonna work, you gonna walk with me. I handpicked you. Them the ones I'm talking about. I ain't talking about these man-made prophets. I'm talking about the ones God already put in them before they were born. This is what you gonna do for me. Leave his prophets alone. Do his prophets no harm. Do not curse yourself trying to jump in some stuff you don't understand. Because you will be cursing yourself if you do. And I'm finna let y'all go. Enjoy y'all day.